Hi everybody, this is Alina Rais, and what you read in the title of the video is something that actually happened. I'm going to tell you exactly what happened. It is one of the most crazy things that happened with me, and I feel that actually it happened for good. I don't know if it happened for good or it didn't, but the thing is that I really have a nice story to share, and that is something that really matters a lot to me. No matter what happened, no matter it was disappointing in the beginning, no matter I had tears in my eyes, no matter whatever happened, you're going to love the story that I'm going to tell you today in the video. Alright, so let's start. Now, my husband and I, we booked our tickets to Egypt. I always wanted to see Egypt, which I haven't still seen. But yeah, so that's why I asked him, let's go to Egypt, let's go and explore Egypt. We were tracking everything. The only thing that we didn't check went against us. So what happened was 6th of March is the date, and the timing of the flight was very odd. Many international flights fly in the night. So yes, my flight was 5:50 in the morning. We kept a margin of 4 hours and we reached around 1:30 in the morning. Yeah, so 1:30 a.m. I'm talking about. We reached the airport with all, I don't know how many bags of luggage. I actually carry my lights and my camera and my tripods, and so many things go with me whenever I go somewhere. Coming back, we reached the airport, and we were there in this queue where you have all these passengers lined up in front of you. I was there with all my stuff, and I was asking him to shoot a video or so, and I will upload a vlog. I'll make a YouTube short of my clips from New Delhi to Egypt and make a good short video and upload it on YouTube. So he was taking my clips, and we were there standing in the queue, and finally the number came. We went up to the table and we spoke with them. They checked the documents. PCR negative, very good. Vaccination 2 doses done, very good. Everything fine. Tickets fine. Timing fine. All okay. Alright madam, all is okay. Now comes the visa. Now comes the sad part. Visa? Okay. No problem with visa. All approved from the embassy. Okay. There was this one tiny line at the bottom of the page saying you need a letter of guarantee from someone in Egypt for your stay. Okay, I didn't know what that is. Yeah, so they asked us, where is your letter of guarantee? I'm like, ye kya hota hai yaar? I'm like, ma'am, what letter of guarantee? I have my visa from the government of Egypt. What more do you want? No, we want a letter of guarantee from someone staying in Egypt, somebody Egyptian. Somebody has to say that I know these guys and I take responsibility of these guys while they are in our country. So somebody from Egypt should have said that for us. Now, the point is, we didn't hire an agent. So we didn't know anyone there. We didn't know anyone who could help us here. And of course, nobody knew us in Egypt, and nobody was ever going to take a guarantee for us. But anyway, we tried. We called up some 1,000 hotels and agents in Egypt standing right there on the airport. We kept on calling people. We kept on requesting them. Sir, please ek letter likh do, one letter of guarantee, and I'll be able to board my flight. My eyes were wet. I really wanted to go to Cairo. I was so excited about Cairo, and nobody said yes. Even I'll tell you, I actually booked, standing right there at the airport, I actually booked a new ticket to a 5-star in Cairo, just so that 5 stars are good with their services. If I will book the hotel and I will request them to give me a letter of guarantee, they will. And I called them up. I said, please, I need a letter of guarantee. I've booked your hotel for some 3 or 4 days from now. Please send me a letter of guarantee. And they were like, madam, the only thing we can send you is a letter of confirmation that you're staying with us. A hotel booking confirmation is the only thing we can give you, and there's nothing else that we can help you with. Letter of guarantee, no question, nobody was going to do that for us. And we finally understood that in 1 hour. And we were like, okay, abhi ho gayi hai bhasad, ab kya kare, ab kuch nahi ho sakta, ab kya kar sakte hain. So, a few days ago, I had this thing I had promised to myself. You make a little promise to yourself sometimes, yeah? So something like that had happened to me. I had made a promise to myself that from now on, I'm not going to panic. No matter what the situation is, I'm not going to panic and I will handle everything with peace. I didn't know my God is going to test me on that. And I was like, yaar, I mean, why are you testing me on this? This is so serious. Yeah, I didn't want to be tested on something as serious as this. But of course, there was this reminder that I should not panic because I had made a promise to myself. So I didn't really panic a lot. I didn't cry. I did have my eyes a little wet, but I didn't cry. Okay, I didn't panic. I was sitting relaxed. He was going around, running on the airport, calling people, "Arey koi to kar do." But I was like, I sat down. I said, "ठीक है, चलो सोचते हैं क्या कर सकते हैं." So I started looking for other countries that allowed visa on arrival. So there was Thailand, there was Sri Lanka, and there was some more. I decided on trying Sri Lanka. I said, "Chalo, theek hai, Sri Lanka chalte." Long back in 2012 or 13, my boss had told me that she had been to Colombo in Sri Lanka for her honeymoon. I thought, कुछ तो अच्छा होगा यार, लोग honeymoon के लिए जाते हैं, अच्छी country होगी, चलते हैं. So then I started looking for Sri Lanka tickets, and right there I asked him. I said, "चलो यार, कहीं तो चलते हैं. I have my passport in my hand. I'm not going back home. I have to use this. I have to be somewhere." So he's like, "Listen, I'm very hungry and I don't want to think right now. I want to eat something." मैंने कहा ठीक है, चलो बैठ जाओ तुम. So I made him sit down somewhere and I got him a sandwich and I got him some Coke or something. He had it and then I asked him again. मैंने कहा बताओ, do you want to go somewhere? I have an idea. Let's go to Sri Lanka. So he's like, ठीक है, चलो चलते हैं. So then we booked our flights to Sri Lanka. We took Vistara and there was a short layover on Mumbai airport and then a flight from Mumbai to Colombo. We booked those flights and we flew to Sri Lanka. That's how it happened. Now the crazy thing that happened was that I didn't know that going to Sri Lanka, your visa on arrival is okay. You don't need visa beforehand. But you have to apply from India before going to Sri Lanka. Then there is a certain approval that comes. It is called ETA. Some ETA, I don't remember the name. It was ETA or something. You receive ETA and then you fly and you take your visa when you reach Colombo. You reach the destination airport. So we reached Mumbai and now we are there in the queue waiting to go on board Sri Lankan flight, and right there again somebody comes up and tells us, नहीं मैडम, आपके पास तो ETA नहीं है. मैडम, you need to apply for the visa right here in India. You need the approval and then you can fly and take your visa in Colombo. मैंने कहा, अरे भाई, मुंबई पहुंचा दिया, अभी you're saying this to me. You should have told me this when I was in New Delhi before me boarding the flight for Mumbai. Why are you telling me that now when I'm already here in Mumbai? So like, ma'am, पता नहीं कैसे ये गलती हो गई. Somebody should have told you. It is a mistake on our part and we apologize and this and that. But we cannot let you on board Sri Lankan flight. अरे बाप रे, अभी मुंबई से भी वापस बेइज्जती करा के आएंगे. But ठीक है. Then finally we applied, we opened the laptop, we were panicked, guys. We were really panicked. I was in such a desperation at that time. I was like, I don't want to go home. I don't want to go home. I want to go somewhere. I want to use these days as a holiday. I don't want to go home. Now, so I was like, हाँ ठीक है, bhasan number 2 has happened. There is no other way. We have to apply for the visa right there. And then we have to wait for the approval. And imagine, you're sitting at the airport and it's like, you can't board the flight and the flight is about to depart in the next 2.5 hours. You can't take that flight unless you have some approval from some government. Imagine how difficult that scenario is. And I was like, sounds impossible. But you know, there is this thing that I always do and I did it that day too. So whenever I see impossible situation around me and I'm like, there is no other way out of this, I cannot escape this, I just close my eyes and there's a sentence that I say and it was like, please, please, please karwa do, please karwa do. And you know, I did this that day too. I closed my eyes, I prayed for 10 seconds with strong belief, like a beggar. I just needed it. I prayed and it happened. 4 minutes from that minute, 4 minutes. And we had the approval from Sri Lankan government saying, come, we accept your application, come on board. I was so glad. We were dancing with joy. We were actually jumping. We were jumping there in front of people with joy. I don't know what was so crazy about it. So many things against you when something like this happens. It's like that thing that you don't expect, it's something that can never happen and it happens to you. So anyway, so we got the approval, we showed it to the flight crew and they were happy. "Okay, chalo, okay then, congratulations madam, we are happy for you, come on board." And we boarded the flight, we reached Colombo. Oh my god, the landing on Colombo airport is one of the most beautiful landings I've ever seen in my life. इतने खूबसूरत पेड़, खजूर के पेड़ थे, वो कौन से पेड़ थे, ब्यूटिफुल आइलैंड. या आइलैंड पे लैंडिंग इज ऑलवेज ऑसम. दिस वाज वन ऑफ द प्रिटीएस्ट लैंडिंग्स आई हैव एवर सीन in my life. I was so blown away with that. So anyway, I've taken the videos. I'm gonna come up with a vlog very soon. I'm gonna show you everything that I saw in Sri Lanka. I've taken 100,000 pictures. No, not really. Yeah, but I do have some 100 pictures which I will be showing you in a video that I'm going to be doing next. And so be ready for my Sri Lanka vlog, which is going to be awesome. So I already told you the story. It's over. This was it, everything that happened. I was supposed to go to Egypt. I landed in Sri Lanka. That's how life is. You plan something, you're looking out for something else, and then something else happens, and then you're so glad that it happened. And that is exactly what happened in this story. Sri Lanka was beautiful, beautiful country, awesome people, lovely people, so humble, so kind. And I felt that about Mumbai too. People were amazing. We saw Ella. I'll tell you what all places I saw. We went to Colombo. Then from Colombo we went to Sigiriya. Then from Sigiriya we went to Kandy. Then Ella. Then Mirissa. Then we went to Mirissa, and then we went to Galle. We saw 6 cities of Sri Lanka. Beautiful country, beautiful people, and awesome food. Yeah, rice and curry, so tasty, so tasty. It is definitely going to give you acidity, but yeah, very tasty. If you're not habitual of having spicy food, watch out. It is going to burn your throat. Okay then, thank you guys for listening to me till here. I'll be back with a very interesting video very soon. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't, okay? And give this video a like if you liked it, okay? Bye.